This video is not about how alcohol works. This video is not about quitting alcohol. This video about how alcohol almost saved me in the darkest moment of my life. And I want to share my experience, and I want to tell you that if you use alcohol to solve your problems or just to go through your life, sometimes this is totally fine. And this is just one way of dealing with your problems, with its benefits and its flaws. More than 2 years ago, I lived in St. Petersburg, the town in Russia. And also, more than 2 years ago, the war with Ukraine started. And my life, my hopes for the future life, and how could it look like, it all changed. It was really difficult time for me. And also that time, my girlfriend left me, and I faced the war alone with my cat. And it was really dark for me that time. It was I felt lonely, I felt depressed, and I mean really depressed. Not like something how I felt before, any time of my life before. I don't know, I felt like I was in some void, in some dark void, and where I couldn't escape from. And I really didn't know how to deal with that. I just felt so many different but dark feelings which I could not handle myself. That I found a solution. Yeah, I drank alcohol before in my life, rarely, on some occasions, and for example with my friends, sometimes. It just felt good, because when I were in good company, when I was with my friends, it was just more fun with them. Just drink beer or something like that, go to the bar, and talking, and it was just fun. But at that moment of my life, when the life changed rapidly, I started to drink as a way to overcome my depression, to just to also avoid my feelings, to somehow to continue to live. And I'm not saying that I had suicidal thoughts, but it was really uneasy for me. Maybe not suicidal, but too close to suicidal. And I started to drink vodka with Pepsi Light, Pepsi without sugar. So, and that was my cocktail, everyday cocktail. I woke up every day. I felt lonely. I felt like nothing has a meaning in my life. And maybe 2 p.m., like 2 hours after I wake up, I started to drink. Yeah, day after day, it was, and it became my anesthetic, something which helped me not to stay with my emotions, with my overwhelming emotions and feelings alone. And after I drank, I felt better, of course, because of the dopamine, which started to circulating inside my brain, inside me after I drank. And the life after I drank became just less frustrating. And it was the only instrument, the only tool, the only thing, the only way which I know at the moment. And it was pretty good, pretty powerful. That way of dealing with my emotions, with my feelings, was good, because if I was not drink at that time of my life, I don't know what and how could I handle my feelings, because it was too much for me. And now, for example, after 2 years in therapy, I know, like, that if I were alone with that feelings, that time, I could not handle that. It was continuing for 6 months or something like that. Yeah, I tried to live my normal life. I had a work. More than that, I had a work with the children, and you can blame me for that, but sometimes I was coming drunk, a little bit drunk on my taekwondo lessons. And also I was ashamed of it. I am even now, but that was how it was, and I cannot take it back. Of course, I never did my lessons like differently or so drunk that I like would not talk straight. But anyway, and I tried to somehow leave that time, and alcohol was really helping me to do that, because otherwise I suppose I would just lying on my bed and I don't know. After a while, me and my girlfriend started to date again with an ultimatum. I must go to the therapy because she saw that I need it. But as I know now, after 2 years in therapy, I didn't want to take anybody's help, therapist, girlfriend, anyone, because I was sure that I could handle anything myself. Now I know that this is a defensive mechanism of our psychic, but that time I didn't know that. And she even paid for my first session that time. For me, it was a lot of money for 1 hour of talking, as I thought at that period of my life. And after that, the life were stabilizing a little, and after that I continued to drink, but less, and I was not feeling so lonely inside because we were together again with my girlfriend. Now, after 2 years in therapy, I could say that I've learned new ways to deal with the stress, loneliness, life. Now, after 2 years in therapy, I've learned new ways to handle my feelings, to handle and to resist my inner pain, and just to live my life. But back then, I didn't know these ways. I didn't know different ways of, could I say, healing? But back then, I didn't know any other ways, any other tools to deal with that. And even though I've read lots of psychological books throughout my life, I knew how our mind works and how the alcohol affects our brain, our mental health, our physical health. I knew all that, but it didn't help me to find different ways back then. and there were reasons for that. So I must say that alcohol really helped me, and it was a really good way for that current moment of my life. And I suppose for those of us, I mean for all of us, who sometimes struggle with their problems, it might be the possibility, just the tool, just one way to deal with your problems, to make them go away for at least some time, because on the other day you will be dealing with them again and again. When the effect of alcohol will go away, you will face them again. We all know that. But anyway, it is a way to deal with your problems. It's just one of the ways. I see a lot of people and bloggers who are strict non-drinkers, and they feel great about it, and they are sharing their success with everybody else. But sometimes they make it sound like they are better than those of us who drink alcohol to overcome their own issues, their own problems. And I think this is the wrong way to help others to overcome their problems by just blaming them for drinking, because it's only our problems plus alcohol as a way of overcome them, at least for some time, and plus the blame from these people. So if you drink, it's okay. I drank and it was okay. It helped me. If you're drinking because it helps you, it's okay. But if you're watching this video, I could assure you that you are on the right way to find different tools to handle your life, to handle your problems, to find better ways to solve your problems. And I'm happy for you that you are already trying to find answers. Thank you for watching, and good luck on this beautiful journey of yours.